When you purchased your camera, you probably purchased a package known as a kit. This comes with a camera body as well as a lens for you to start out with. This is known as the kit lens. Now, even though this lens is about the lowest costing of all lenses, that doesn't mean that it isn't good. So if you've used your camera already, you've probably left it in automatic mode. Either way, let me point out a few things that you might not know about. After you pop in your memory card, you're going to want to format it. While the camera will shoot just fine without doing this step, it will increase performance. Keep in mind that formatting the card will delete anything stored on the SD card, so if you have any photos on there, make sure you copy them off to your computer. When you're ready, press Menu, and then go to the first wrench icon. Then at the bottom, you will see the option Format Card. Press the Set button to select it, and then scroll over and press OK. Your card will be formatted for use with the camera. Now you can start shooting. The next tip I'm going to tell you about is setting the diopter. This is the switch that is placed right next to the viewfinder. Basically, this is the focus for the viewfinder, and this setting depends on your eye, so this is why you have to set it yourself. When you're doing this, turn on the camera and press down the shutter button halfway. In the viewfinder, you'll see some green text below the image, focused on that text and not the image. This way, whether or not your lens is in focus, you'll be focused correctly. Now for one final tip, live view. Depending on the model of Canon camera you have, this feature might work differently. On some Canon models, you can only use live view in one of the manual modes. On this T4i though, in any mode, just press the button with the picture of the camera on it and you'll be taken to live view. As you can see on this T1i, live view mode only works when the switch is set to manual. Depending on what mode you have your camera set in, you may be able to change some settings here like shutter speed, ISO, or aperture. If you have it set in automatic, you won't be able to change those options. If you aren't quite sure how to set these options, you can always set them to automatic and let the camera take care of it for you. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that while you're in live view mode, autofocus will be very slow or not available at all. So if you want to shoot fast-moving objects like sports or pets, you're going to want to switch back to using the viewfinder. You can do this by pressing the button with the camera on it again. Now you'll be taken back to the standard mode you were in before. Well, that's all for this week. Next week, you'll learn about manual adjustments.